Hi. Hey guys, if you're catching the replay, this is a second attempt at a scope I tried to do yesterday, but evidently it didn't. People were having a hard time. My followers were telling me that they tried to watch, but for some reason it wouldn't load for them. So I'm giving it another try because evidently it's a topic that was desired. Hi Teresa, thanks for being here. Hi Diana. People were saying that they really wanted to hear about this, so I was surprised that the content was something that people wanted to know about, but I couldn't get it out to you. So I hope this helps. It's something that I've kind of discovered in the past couple years, but really in the last 6 months it kind of came to me how this actually manifested in my life. So if you're new to my scopes, if you haven't met me before, my name is MeghanEggleston and I am a health and fitness coach. But I really, my passion right now is really helping to empower women to take charge of their lives and to feel happy, comfortable, and fulfilled in their own, comfortable in their own skin, fulfilled in life, particularly moms, because I think we tend to neglect ourselves. So this scope is for you. Hi Joni. Yes, empower a woman. Yes. So this scope is for you. And give me some hearts if you can relate to these things. You tend to be stubborn, independent, control freak, wrestle and power your way through life. Like, you want to be in control, you want to have it all figured out, you want to be the mom that has it all together, you want to take care of your family and know what's going on and know what's up. So I always thought, I think I see a lot of you feel the same way. So that tends to be my nature. You know, I was that girl who just, I felt like I always had to be in control, and anything I wanted, I got. You know, I was ambitious and I was driven, and I would wrestle things to the ground. Even if they weren't truly meant to be, I was going to make it happen because I said I was going to do it. So I've tried for years trying to figure out what my life's calling is, my purpose, waiting for God to just like reveal it to me, drop it down in my lap and just say, here's what you're supposed to do. I wanted that voice to come out of the sky. I wanted him to, come down from the heavens and be like, this is what you're supposed to do. And has that ever happened? No. Has it happened for you? I'm doubting it. I mean, God can do whatever he wants. He's done it in the Bible, but there's no burning bushes around here anymore. And I think we still are kind of expecting that to happen. I mean, I feel like we still are waiting for him to just reveal it. But the reality is, if he were to do it that simply and that easily, everybody would be thrilled and living their best life. So let's just be real and know that's not the way it happens, that God doesn't just like put it in our vision and says, this is what it is, go after it. Like, no. So it took me some time to realize that I wasn't in charge of, my destiny. And tell me if any of you can relate to this. Are you a perpetual quitter? Have you started many things thinking that, well, I'm good at this. I could be good at this. If I learn how to do this, I could do this. Have you started many things? Did you go to college and drop out? Did you start a certification in something? Did you start pursuing something? I personally have a couple degrees, and I had lots of loans to show for it. I then went on to start an accelerated BSN program, a nursing program that I ended up dropping out of because, oh, that's not going to be it. Oh, well, I'm good at this. I'm passionate about like breastfeeding advocacy. I became a lactation counselor and spent lots of money and time trying to become an IBCLC, a board certified lactation consultant. Nope, I dropped out of that. Then I was on to something else. What was it? I became a personal trainer. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I still teach classes to this day, but I didn't end up staying in the gym with that. Something else, childbirth education. I spent all the money on all the books and the certifications, and then I didn't finish that. So I'm trying to figure it out on my own, and I think these little like trails might lead me to my life's purpose, and it hasn't happened yet. It didn't happen up to that point. So let me tell you when it started to happen, and I didn't even know it was happening. And this is the way I think God works with us, and I'm about to share that with you. So what I think he started to do with me was he gave me little opportunities to obey. Nothing major, nothing huge. He just put these little nags in my heart, and those could be in the Those could manifest themselves in actual people, mentors, my husband, my friends, or it could just be little nags in the back of my head. Things I knew I wanted to accomplish or get over, little like fears or challenges, little hang-ups I had. But they seem so tiny. Here's the thing, here's the problem with it. This is why few people actually get to their life's purpose, I believe. They seem so inconsequential. If you're just joining me, I'm talking about how I feel God works in helping reveal our life's purpose and His will for our lives. So if you're joining in, that's what we're talking about. So I'm kind of getting into the meat. I think He gives us little opportunities to obey. Tiny things that are so inconsequential that we can easily brush them off because it seems insignificant in the moment. We don't think it's a big deal. It's okay if I don't get over this little hang up. It's okay if I don't become vulnerable in this area. It's okay if I don't take on this challenge. It's okay if I don't follow this advice that someone said. I think that's the problem. They seem so tiny that we can just brush them off. And I want to encourage you and challenge you today to listen to these daily things that come up in your life, whether they're like nagging feelings in the back of your head or actual words people are speaking to you. It could be a book you've been meaning to read. It can be advice someone's a friend, a mentor has been sharing. I don't know what it is, and it's manifested in so many ways for me. A lot of it being fears. I think a lot of hang-ups and fears that I've had in my life. I don't want to go into my sob story about how my depression and eating disorders, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff that we all have our own stuff. That have held me back from living my best life. And He has given me tiny opportunities that I've ignored for a long time. And I finally just said, you know what? I'm not figuring it out, so I'm going to these little tiny obediences every day, that are a little bit painful, but nothing major. And so what I think is once God was able to trust me with the tiny things, He's able to reveal to me the large things. And I think that's what He's waiting for you to do. He's waiting to be able to trust you with these tiny little things He's asking you to do. He's not going to just drop in your lap, hey, go homie, here's your life's purpose. It's not going to be served up to you on a platter. He's going to give you these little nags, these little nuances day to day, and ask you to trust Him. And that's my invitation to you today to discover your life's purpose. It's just forget about some grand, divine, skies opening and here it is, or even like an aha moment someday. I don't know that that can happen. I've heard it happens, but I don't think that's generally, because if that's the way it happens, so many people would be living the life of their dreams. And I can say that I now am, because I've just been trusting Him, these tiny little things every day. That didn't seem like it's leading me anywhere necessarily, but it's been taking those little obediences day to day. A little bit painful, marginally painful to get over, out of my comfort zone, out of my comfort level. That's what He's asking us. And until we do that, He's not going to trust us with the big stuff. So, now I know where I belong, and now I know where God's leading me, and I have fulfillment and peace in having that purpose. And I want that for you, and I want that for, many women. So I hope this spoke to you. I hope this is something that, you guys feel like you can take away from this. You can, take this challenge and start to pay attention to these little things in the back of your head, these tiny little inconsequential challenges, little fears that you kind of want to get over, but it doesn't seem like that big a deal right now. You can brush it off and put it under the rug. And until He can trust you with those little things, I don't know that you'll ever find your big, grand, divine purpose. Okay, guys, I hope this helped. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or feedback. Find me on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm MeghanEggleston, just like my handle. Find me on Facebook, and I hope this helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.